Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? This is Mike at Logan in Flight. Back at home. Oh, sorry about the sun behind me here. But here I am back at home at Logan Airport, top of Terminal B parking garage. See CC, Betsy, Scott, Jeff, a whole bunch of people in here to chat here. How you guys doing? It's a lot colder here than it was last week, I'll tell you that much. The wind's coming through here at least. I'm gonna get the air nav. Is that gonna work here today? Let's see. Yeah, it might work eventually. But how you guys doing? Let's see if I get the, where's my air nav? I had it here somewhere. There it is. Boom. There we go. It's still Boston. All right, cool. So yes, I'm sitting here on top of Terminal B parking garage at Logan Airport, back home after a whirlwind tour down the East Coast for a vacation. But this feels like home here for sure. And I want to try to get it last night. I couldn't get my permit in time. I got my permit today about noon. And yeah, just back here, gonna have some fun. Eric, how you doing? Breezy Aviation. Saw some Breeze Airlines this past weekend. That was pretty cool. Down in Tampa. I think we saw some in... Yeah, down in Tampa, I remember seeing Breeze. I don't know if I saw any in BCA or Baltimore. Definitely saw some in Tampa. But just having some fun here. And yeah, as you can see, we have the British Airways A380 landed as I was setting up. I couldn't get set up in time. But we still have Lufthansa A380 coming in. And we have Lufthansa 747. That is already here. We see that taking off. Let me just check the sound here. All right, sounds pretty good. Hopefully we're not getting the issues with the jumpy frames that we had the last couple of weeks. I think between the heat and the networks down there is a little bit different. So we're back home here. This should be good. What else is going to be going on here? Let's see. Let me see. We did not see Breeze at... Yeah, we didn't see Breeze at BW. Let me check here. Is this working here? There we got Scott here, Pensy Planes. Yes, spend some time with Scott for sure. That was pretty cool. He was doing color commentary while we were streaming down in Baltimore and Reagan National. Those two airports were incredible. Reagan was phenomenal. If you can go back to watch the videos, I'm gonna post some little videos of the whole thing. It was pretty good. But let me get out here. We do have a A330-900 coming in from Athens. Flight 241. Absolute beautiful day here again today. So nice. See, this is working too. So they're using yellow for right for landings and sometimes the orange for left, as well as runway 9, the light blue from left to right for takeoffs. As you can see here, we have a 4 left arrival. Those zip right by, so we don't always see those. They just fly. No pun intended. We got a full complement here of some Cape Airs here. We got the rainbow flag Cape Air livery. We have Nantucket Airways livery down there as well. Pretty cool. Does this other camera work? Let's see. Alright, this is working too. Keep on the Cape Airs here. So I'm just trying to get readjusted here after the trip. I was gone for about a week and a half. Like I said, did a couple streams while I was away. And just had some fun. All right, Ben, you heard the the Logan whales. I gotta test a couple of things out. Things weren't working the best when I was away. Let me see if this Logan whale works here. All right, that seems to be working. All right, that's good. I won't do a conga on you yet. We'll see when that happens. Here's Southwest coming in from Denver. Get the right screen up. Some things don't change. It is warming up here for sure. But the breeze today, it is a cool breeze coming in. But yeah, the Logan Lagoon's looking beautiful today. And we got a Delta, where is it? There it is. Coming in on 4 left. All right. Yeah, I'll get the people on here now. Just glad you guys are on here. I'm glad I could get out here. We have no planes a couple planes coming in. They're still over UMass. We have said a plane just took off, but I don't see it. Oh, there's a Delta just took off. Sorry, I'm just like, I don't see the plane. Where'd it go? All right, we have a JetBlue taking off, heading to West Palm Beach. Flight 521 and A321. Had a United coming in from San Francisco. 737 MAX 9, flight 2647. Gonna get used to jumping around different runways here. DC had 2 runways pretty much working. One was primarily for all arrivals and takeoffs, and then they had another runway that they would use occasionally for takeoffs. And Baltimore was pretty much exclusively using one main runway, and some of the small planes would use a secondary runway. All right, let me see what we got here and coming in. So we have American Airlines coming in, 1897 from Dallas-Fort Worth on 4 right, and we have JetBlue coming in from Cancun. They're currently over UMass, so they'll be here in about 30 seconds. Got these big planes going back here. These will all be parking over at Terminal E, parking garage. Feel free to smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. We've got a store as well. If you use Logan 10, there's a discount code. You get 10% off your entire purchase. We have Instagram. We have the PayPal tip jar. What else we got here? Get the mods. But all these links can be found on loganinflight.com and on the YouTube channel. And we got a Cape Air heading out and a Cape Air heading in. And there's that American Airlines coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth. That JetBlue's coming in from Cancun. Wow, that's just jumping in here again. Landing on 4 left. And we get United heading to Chicago out on 9, flight 2040. Just taking off now. Right. Yeah, hope you guys are just enjoying this, just having some fun here today. Really wanted to get out here yesterday, just the permits didn't work out right. Now we got JetBlue here taking off to Orlando in A321, flight 651. I was in Orlando for the area for a week, and I did not see the Orlando airport at all. I know how much of a unfriendly plane spotter location it can be. That's what I've heard anyway. So, but I had no need to go there as I drove to Florida. Just had a Delta come in, didn't even see that. I gotta get used to Boston traffic here. The other airports we were at was like almost one at a time. Now we got takeoffs and landings all over the place here. But I wouldn't trade it. This feels like home. You got all the Cape Airs here. We got the JetBlue backing up here. That's going to be heading to San Diego. Let's see what we got coming in here. Next coming in is a Delta coming in from Minneapolis, flight 2558. It's over Pleasure Bay right now. Should be here any second. Michael Walker, how you doing? Hello from the UK. Hello from Boston. Make sure everything's working here. That's working. All right, good. All right, what do we got coming in next here? We have a Dassault Falcon 6X coming in from parts unknown, landing on 4 left. At least that's the rumor. There it is. Joshua, how you doing? Good evening. Man, I might need my gloves. The wind is really whipping up here. Oh yeah, go Bruins. That's for sure. That Delta that came in from well, actually this is heading out, going to Amsterdam. Got a Southwest coming into the alley here. This one came in from Denver. They parking at the first gate there. Looks like. I see a plane flying over. What is that one? That's what I was talking about, Amsterdam before. All right. Delta here coming in from Amsterdam. On the downwind. That'll be here in about 11 minutes, 10 minutes. That's what I thought about the British Airways A380, but I was wrong about that. I came a lot quicker than I thought. NASCAR, how you doing? Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, I was sitting at work debating if I was going to be able to get here or not tonight. Waiting for that permit, and actually I emailed the trooper who had sent the last permit just to say, did you guys receive it or not? Because I had submitted them last week, and as soon as I hit send, all my permits came through. Unrelated, because there's no way that permits came through that fast when I hit send. But it was I found it humorous. Although I find humor in crazy things, so. All right, we have a JetBlue heading to Philly, a Philly special. Heading down to see Scott at Pensy Plains. Yeah, I wish Emirates used their A380s here. That'd be great. What we got here? Mintfully yours. Wrong one. Here we go. Chowdhury, how you doing from Pakistan? Good evening. Welcome to the fun. That Delta A3, what the heck was that? Oh, there's a pigeon up here. That Delta A3 3900 heading to Amsterdam is lining up on 4 right. This is what got my attention. There's a little, if I can get it here, where is it? There it is. Little pigeon up here just flew right by me. I was editing some video last night from Reagan, and we actually had a bird strike there. I caught on video. I'll put that one out there as well. And man, the bird was so big, looked like a pterodactyl for crying out loud. That was huge. All right. Oh, we just had a what is this one? This is a Bombardier Challenger 300 just came in. Vista America. All right, what else we got going on here? Got that plane headed out to 4 right and heading to Amsterdam. It's holding up a little bit. Oh, there's a plane coming in from DC. It's a Flight 5600, E175. See that in a little bit. Michael Walker, hey, welcome to the fun. All right, thank you so much for joining. Like I always say, that's so cool. I love it. It's another plane that snuck in here. That is a NetJets, a Cessna Citation Latitude. And we have that Delta from DC. Yeah, birds in the airports don't really match. They shouldn't be mixing. We have a JetBlue taking off, heading to Fort Myers. I already missed it. It's already in the air. Sorry about that. But there it is, going away. All right, we have that A330 heading to Amsterdam, lined up on 4 right. That should be leaving here shortly. I just have the arrivals on the radio. If you listen to live ATC for Boston, they overlay both arrivals and departures, and it is impossible to hear because there's so much noise on both channels. All right, Delta heading to Amsterdam. Right. I was just checking to make sure everything was working. It was so a little, seemed like a frozen point here. I just saw something fly over, which tends to happen here at Logan. That must have been, it's another plane taking off. All right. Let's see what's coming in next. Next we have a Delta coming in from Amsterdam, an A330, flight 257, which always seems to happen here whenever they have a plane leaving to a location far away like this, Amsterdam. They get another plane coming right in afterwards. So it's over Pleasure Bay right now. I'll be here in a second. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hit that like button and turn on notifications and subscribe. It's the best way you're going to find me out here. Different times that I do appear out here. We'll see. All right, let me get this Delta coming in, an A330-900. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love seeing things take off on different streams and then come up here to Logan and see them land here, or vice versa. Like I was part of one of the sides. It's pretty good. All right, next coming in is a A220, sorry, coming in from Reagan. I know that place well now. Flight 2554, which I probably saw take off last week or 2 weeks ago. We were there. I was there 2 weeks from 2 weeks ago from today. That was pretty cool to watch that. Italian Paulie, how you doing? Good evening. Hey, how you guys doing? Oh yeah, it's beautiful here today. Good morning to you. It's a nice day here, nice blue water. I didn't check. I'm not sure if we have any cruise ships in port today. We had some this weekend. Actually, there was a tragedy this weekend with one of the Norwegian, I believe it was. It was off the coast of Cape Cod. And it sounds like someone on the crew must have fallen off the boat and they couldn't find them. We got JetBlue heading to Buffalo. That plane that just came underneath us was the one from DCA. Check my microphone setting here. It seems to be. All right, can you hear me now? Better. I think that's a little bit better now. Okay, that's better. All right. It was cutting me out a lot, seems like anyways. Which may not be bad for you guys, I'm not sure. All right, test. There we go. Might be a little bit better. We'll see what happens. All right. Nothing on approach right now from the south anyways. I don't see anything. We have a Delta over Dorchester. Yeah, like I said, it was so cool seeing other airports and how they operate. I was just seeing the different runways, hearing different ATC people. And let me see where we go. There we go. You're hearing different ATC people. If you were watching the Baltimore stream when we first started, there was a lady who was doing the ATC for Baltimore. She was spectacular as far as ATC people go. She was plays with land. Oh, that was a great job landing. Oh, so good. Oh, you're a rock star. And like Baltimore has a lot of Southwest airlines, and it was just everyone would turn off a certain taxiway. Oh, that's the best. You did a great job. It was just spectacular. I got a video I'm putting out there probably tonight or tomorrow, just about a 2-minute video of just her congratulating all the planes that landed. It was just constantly, and she was, oh, you did better than the last one. Oh, you did really good. It just blew me away. I didn't even want to put the microphones on. I just wanted to have her blast the entire time. It was so cool just to hear her. But I guess that's the stuff you find when you're outside traveling different places. All right, we have a Delta coming in from LaGuardia, like 5819. Yeah, Scott, we're going to hear about Baltimore's ATC lady for a long time. That was just so cool. So, Jason, LaMonica, I'm going to put you on the screen here. There's no sports planes coming in tonight that I'm aware of, but I don't know them all. Let me see, soaring to blue heights. Here we go. Here, Cape Air, Nantucket Air. There we go. Taking off on a short 4 left. Not sure where that's going. That is heading to probably somewhere over my house. No, it's going to Sonic Lake. We just got planes taking off all over the place here. Got me monologuing. This is heading to, actually came from West Palm Beach, so we assume it's going back to West Palm Beach. All right, I'll be out of here. I didn't see a name here. Where is it? Nick Gray, how you doing? Oh yeah, we got that A330-900 lining up on 4 right. We're heading to Rome. So that will be good. Oops, wrong button here. There we go. Test, 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 test. There we go. Maybe that's going to help out a little bit. There we go. And we just had United coming in from Chicago, 737 MAX 9. K-Benz, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right, we got JetBlue heading to Las Vegas. Flight 2077. It seems like all the Las Vegas flights have some 7-7 combination in them. The best one though is the 777. All right, we got that Delta lined up on 4 right, heading to Rome. All right, well, yeah, where is Lufty? Where is he? Oh yeah, way out there past Gloucester. So the A380 coming in from Munich, right? That's correct? Oh no. Yeah, Munich. That's on the way here. It's just off Gloucester, so it's a little bit away. Not quite here yet. But we have this guy taking off. You got me 380 hunting. Is that Pat down there? There's a truck orbiting around down there. I'm wondering if that's Pat. I'm not sure. It could just be someone reporting that there's someone on the roof here. We'll find out eventually. Either way. All right. What we got going on out here? We got 2 planes coming in. We have that's weird. We've got a Gulfstream coming in from San Jose, landing on 4 right, and we have a JetBlue coming in from Aruba, landing on 4 left, an A321. So this time we have the bigger plane landing on the shorter runway. And I did miss these big silver pipes. Didn't have a lot of those anywhere else. I guess it's not a requirement to have those. Oh, hello from Poland. How are you? Actually, last week we did see some planes. So it was 2 weeks ago. We saw some planes that came in from Poland. All right, so this JetBlue should be a quick. Luis, how you doing from Puerto Rico? That came in today, I think, the JetBlue Puerto Rico special livery. And I got this JetBlue here from Aruba. Yeah, I think I saw that. I'm not sure if that was today or yesterday. Today or yesterday, the JetBlue from Puerto Rico coming in here. But my luck is probably yesterday. And we got a Spirit on the way in. I know that. But I'm just checking really quick, see if I can see any crazy ones. Got a Philly plane coming in. I got that from Fort Lauderdale. We have an A220 way down there. Yep. So maybe it was yesterday I saw that. Someone can look it up. I actually would have posted it on the Discord site. That's why I didn't mention it. We have a Discord site as well, where we list out the special liveries that are coming in every day. So if you look up in the sky, don't recognize the plane, that should be on this on that list. Hey, thanks, guys. All the other airports, they've had to put logos up, so I figured, hey, why not do a Logan logo? Here's Delta heading to Cincinnati. Yeah, 100%. Was it Wellington flights? So cool to watch them. A little bit different timing than we are, unfortunately. When we're going to bed, they're starting right up. So it's good to go to sleep to it sometimes, you know. You listen to the melodic tones of Kevin. Looks like we have Austrian coming out. Let me check the Discord really quick to see where I put that livery. Yeah, it must have been yesterday. I mean to get your hopes up, guys. Hey, Bruins, of course. Come on. To say anything else on a Boston stream would be a crime. And there's an American coming in from Syracuse. E175, flight 4780. Alright, we should see Lufthansa somewhere, I would think. Alright, where is he? He's north of us. Somewhere. And let me see, over Salem. We go up direct up on runway 4 right. It's over there somewhere. I can't see it from here though. Too far away. Alright, we got a whole bunch of planes lined up. Trying to get out of here. Dare I say it is a conga of planes out there. And we get United heading out of here to Denver, an A321neo. And on that note, they're out of here. Looks like we got Ita heading up to the party here. They'll be heading back to Rome. Hey, Kev, see you later. Not sure if you're going live tonight. If you do, or this morning for you, enjoy. Oh, I see somebody. On the way in. And I'll be here in about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. They should be here unless they orbit them around. because we know how much ATC loves when these big planes come in. All right, what's going on here? Anything coming in? We have a Spirit Airlines, our first Spirit for today, for us anyways, an A320 coming in from Fort Myers over at Pleasure Bay right now. Should be here in a second. And what else we got going on down here? We got a bunch of planes lined up down here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planes trying to get out of here. But the Spirit Airlines will be first. Oh, we got a Logan whale going on here in front of us too. And here comes the Spirit. Da, 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 da. Spirit scratches. That should be, I think it's parking in front of us. Yep. We have some international flights now that go to Terminal E first, but this is coming in from Fort Myers, so that should be right here in front of us. Hey Brian, thank you so much. Good to be back. All right, that Ita over here. Another whale. Let's get this one more time before it gets too far out of sight. Like Eric says, I get the zoomies sometimes. That's on the downwind. That should be here shortly. Oh yeah, definitely reach out. WLG Live. Is it? So that's great. Just a bunch of planes you're not going to see here. That's for sure. Does the Kangaroo have, has it have paws, or does it have not have paws, or is that what it is? Next Cape Air flight out. I'm not quite sure, but there's a lot of whales going on down here, for sure. Let me see if I can see it out here. There's one lit up. JetBlue landing on 4 left, coming in from Vero Beach. Yeah, so for Cape Airs, that one closest to us, not closest to us, but this one seems to be loading up, so they'll be out of here next probably. We got a banana coming in here, should be here shortly. Kim, how you doing? Good evening. We got Austrian Airlines just wanting to get out of here, just rushing out. And we have a Southwest coming in from Nashville, landing on 4 left. Should be here any second. We'll just zip right in here. That JetBlue's hitting the Fort Lauderdale. There it is. Hello to Worcester. Hello from Boston. Alright, the Spirit is gonna head in here. Next lined up is a JetBlue, an 220 heading to Reagan, flight 2055. But I think before that we have a Southwest coming in on 4 left and a American Airlines coming in for 4 right. Yeah, I saw that today. Someone posted it on the Discord. Yeah, Eric, me too. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? We got 10 runways going here. What's going on here? All right, we got JetBlue taking off. This will be heading to Reagan. We got the Spirit coming into the alley here. Parking right in front of us somewhere. I don't see anyone out here yet. Probably over at... Is that 38, I think it is? There's that Southwest landing on 4 left. And we have the American that landed on 4 right, A319. Never gonna give blue up. All right, Eric, start singing. Never gonna give blue up. Da, 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 da. Let's do the pilot cam. I haven't done this in a while. So they're coming straight in. I thought for sure they were going somewhere else. Not going to get a wave or anything. They're on their final approach. All right. But we have a banana hanging on the bunch. So the alley here is getting pretty busy. Let's see if I can... A lot of stuff going on here in the alley. All right, next coming in, we have a Delta landing on 4 left, coming in from San Juan, and a 321 Neo. Then we have a JetBlue coming in from Vegas, flight 1478, landing on 4 right. Let's see, now there's a Delta. The JetBlue. I looked down at my radar and I'm like, what is this? See if I can get it here. There it is. We have Lufthansa flying around again. This came in over my head. So they are definitely circling around. They'll be back here shortly, I guess. Not sure what they're doing, just circling around up here. Most likely all the stuff to get off the ground. It's tough to coordinate that. What's that other plane? Jeez. All right, we have an Alaskan Airlines coming in over Pleasure Bay right now. Be here in a second with the One World special livery. That was really crazy looking down, and all of a sudden I'm seeing Lufthansa flying over my head. Like, what? Where's it landing on? 1-5 left? So I'm not sure where this is going to park. All the Alaskan gates here are occupied. We have Air France coming out here. Other side of the Cape Airs. I'll be heading to Paris. Should another JetBlue come in? Where'd this one come from? Some Sarasota. And we have the Air France. I believe it's an A350-900, I believe. Yep, A350-900, flight 333. Okay, we got Air Canada taking off on 9, heading to Montreal. Yes, it should be. Yes, it is. It should be. We got Air France going to push it out of here, maybe. We'll see what happens. Wow, that's a big plane. And the metal pipes. All right. Well, we got a Cape Air heading out here. Next Cape Air taking out, be heading to Nantucket. That will fly right over my house. That's all I've been hearing the last couple of days as I've been trying to get in here. Cape Air is like crazy. All right, now we have that Air Canada taking off. Right. All right, we have Aer Lingus getting ready to head out of here as well. That looks like a A330. Let me see. A330-300 it is. It's almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes. Very rarely, but sometimes I do. That's what I thought, yeah. That'll lift you to go around a little bit. Come on. Play it up. Uh-oh, where's Copa? I didn't see that. Did I miss Copa? I must have missed Copa landing. We got Aer Lingus A330. That's going to be heading out of here. Did I miss Copa? What's going on here? Must have missed it. All right, where'd that Cape Air go? Cape Air... over there, behind the control tower there. Next to the control tower, I should say. I like going back listening to the ATC. I still don't see Copa. Where is it? I'm looking around, I don't see it. All right, next to arrive is Delta coming from Denver. Flight 499, an A321neo. Landing on 4 right. Right over Air France there. All right, Lufthansa is second to arrive. The A380. All right, what else we got going on here? Yeah, where is Copa? It's not showing up on my radar. Maybe I'm just seeing things. I don't know. All right, we got a JetBlue here heading to JFK. I see Copa now. All right, I see it. Thought I was going blind. All right, so we have a Delta coming in from LaGuardia, E175, flight 5839, and this should cue a hush over the crowd. As Lufthansa is next to arrive, currently over UMass, so we may get another takeoff. We have the Cape Air takeoff, heading to Islip. And the King is next. Almost over the Pleasure Bay, I should say. You can see through the gates down here. Should be here any second now. Should pop up. So once this lands, Air France looks like they'll be taking off on 9, looks like. There he is. The King has arrived again. We'll see Lufthansa come back around here. We have that Air France A350-900 taking off now on 9, heading back to Paris. Lufthansa go? How can I miss Lufthansa? It's huge. There it is. Also got Swiss Air coming out as well. Everyone's playing the game today. I think it's just massive. Here we get. All right, now we have the taking off next. All right, that's going to be behind the pile here for a little bit. Do have the Swiss Air, or Swiss, I should say. I always call it Swiss Air. I don't know why. Robbie, how you doing? Somebody doing? Nope, we got Copa taking off now. Heading to Panama City. Right. Well, how you guys doing? I've been on here for about I don't know, about an hour or so. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you just joined us, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications. If you go to loganinflight.com, we have all kinds of links to store, Discord site, link to this channel itself here. We have a PayPal tip jar, all those kind of things on the YouTube channel as well. All those YouTubey things. But I just hope you guys are enjoying this. It's a beautiful night tonight. Just having some fun out here. The alley here is we got our Spirit Airlines in front of us. A couple of JetBlues in here. Room for more. And then in the distance here we have the A380 from Lufthansa. So yeah, I just hope you guys are enjoying this. I've been off a couple weeks. I went on vacation. I did a couple streams all the way. And now I'm back home. I enjoy being back home. I did enjoy being different places. It was a lot of fun. Meeting Scott from Pensy Plains. It was great. We hung out for a couple days, a couple airports, had dinner. It was really nice. So that was pretty cool. Definitely want to do that again sometime. It's only a 7-hour drive to whatever it is to DC, or 6 hours to Baltimore. That's a Saturday morning. Have some fun, then go back. But let me see, where are we here? Got some planes. There we go. We have Michael Walker. Yeah, 2 pounds. Thank you so much, Michael. That muchly appreciated. It just helps offset the fees around here, just to enjoy this. And the stuff left over, I'll get a warm coffee time. I think I can see my breath. Just the wind coming in off the ocean is just really cool. But so cool. Thank you so much, Michael. That was great. All right, we'll get back out here to the planes. And I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, we got Pal. There we go. Is our friend Mark the pilot today? I haven't heard from him in a little bit. He could be on vacation too. I don't know. Hey Del, how you doing? Just stopping and saying hi. Oh, we go over here. The Shamrock taking off. A330-300 heading to Dublin. Another big plane there. All right, and we have Lufthansa heading back to Terminal E, the gates. If I stay warm enough, I'll stay for that takeoff later on tonight, maybe. At least one of them. Like I said, British Airways is back there right now. And we actually have a 747 back there as well. We got Betsy $10. Welcome back. Yeah, it just feels like home. It feels like I'm back home here. Heading to San Francisco at A321. Yeah, Betsy, thank you so much. So cool. We got a Cape Air here heading to Augusta, taking off on a half runway. Tectum 2012. Alright, what else we got going on here? Let's see. It seems like a lot more stuff happens here. I don't know, just because they're following me around? I'm not sure. Alright, we have a Southwest coming in from Austin, 737-700. We got all these, we got a couple Southwest heading out of here. That Alaskan still sitting out there waiting for a room. Southwest here coming from Austin. That's another thing too. The Baltimore airport, that's like a Southwest heaven. There's probably, I got a picture, I gotta look and see, but I would say there's easily 15 Southwest planes, if not more, all lined up. And Scott from Betsy Planes says that about 5:30, right before we shut down, packed up, and as we were leaving, like all the planes like were backing out of the gates, heading wherever they were heading. It was like a coordinated symphony of planes. All right, we got, let me see, we have an exec jet coming in here. We got PAL Airlines, though. I gotta see, in case this is our friend Mark. He didn't tell me he was coming. Gotta make sure I get him on screen here. I don't want to hear about it later on. Let me see one more time. Oh, and the building. All right, how was it? Mark, that was your cameo. That could have been you. Hope you were singing. I'll review the tapes later on. All right, what do we have next? We have Delta heading to Newark. And Jeff, thank you so much on the PayPal. So cool. Got $5 there. That can definitely be used right away. And I will definitely get a coffee. Like I said, I can see my breath sometimes. It's so cold up here. Even though the temperature is only showing 55, the wind blowing in here is really chilly. All right, next taking off, we have Delta heading to Milwaukee. Unless somebody's landing. Yep, we have a landing first. We have a JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale on the A321, flight 2270. So just saw it through the gates. Should be here any second now. There we go. And there's that Delta taking off to Milwaukee. Where is it? There it is. Can't wait to see more boats out in the harbor. Reed, thank you so much. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, the Harry Potter. What's that? I saw that was coming in. I'm like, why am I not Boston. I'm in the wrong state. I was in the state of confusion. Why was I not home to see that one? I'm glad you saw it, though. Very good, but thank you so much for the help, the support as well. So cool. Yeah, that would have been fun to see. That's for sure. Is this air nav working? Let me see. That's Boston. All right, that's good. Oh, we got Swiss Air taking off. Swiss, not Swiss Air, Swiss. I think I've been calling it Swiss Air for over a year. Incorrectly. Yeah, Walter, how you doing? Glad to be back here. I'm back home. Feels like home here. Jimmy, how you doing? You found your people. All right. You're crazy like us? We'll take it. Is there Canada coming in from Montreal? Getting a little congested here in the alley. We got all these Southwest. We have Alaska Airlines still out there. The One World Special Livery still out there. Hasn't been able to come in yet. What else we have going on here? We have Scandinavian Airlines coming out from Terminal E that landed earlier. So that will be heading out to the runways. So many planes lined up to take off. Next plane coming in is a JetBlue from West Palm Beach, an A220. Flight 822. Where are you? All right, represent. I wore that in one of the shows this last week. Actually, I wore the special livery Logan whale shirt with the mods, the mod squad on it. Eric, thanks so much. Dunks and a pastry, maybe a dozen donuts. Thank you so much, Eric. That's the one problem going down south is the land of Krispy Kreme. I think I still have 2 Krispy Kreme donuts at my house. Is everything looking good still? All right. Sorry about that. Just checking, making sure all my screens are updated. All right, so we have an Alaskan Airlines backing out here. This could be the one that's making room for the One World that's going to be orbiting around. All right, what do we got next here? Let's see. We just had a Philly special takeoff. We got 2 coming in here. We have a JetBlue coming in from JFK, and we have an exec jet coming in from San Jose. Net jets, I should say. But first will be the JetBlue on 4 right. 382nd now. The one thing my wife and my daughter wanted was a Rice Krispie treat from Disney and Krispy Kreme donuts. The last Krispy Kreme I can get them at is in Florence, South Carolina. Like I said, I think there's still 2 in the box in my kitchen. All right, here's United heading to Newark. 737 Maxi. Oh, awesome. So cool. That'll definitely be good. All right, that Alaskan's backing out, and that Alaskan's waiting to come in, the One World Special Livery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes waiting to take off. Next should be a Southwest heading to Baltimore, which we know for sure is a Southwest favorite hub. I know that for sure. But they're waiting for a stealth plane to land first. It is a Bombardier Challenger 3500. When I say stealth plane, I mean that it's not on the radar. So it is avoiding the radar. Oh, Liam, yeah, thank you for being a member. I don't always see those pop-ups here, but that's cool. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Now we got Southwest going to Baltimore, adding to the already full gates there of Southwest planes. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's been that long. I find it crazy I've been out here for that long. Since what, a year ago, January, we started doing this kind of thing. All right, we got SAS. Gonna head out to Copenhagen, Scandinavian Airlines. And I just saw something I gotta look at. I'm sorry, guys, but this is just a thing that I love to see. Actually, let's just get this plane going by first here. Wow, 1 year. That is nuts. All right, let me just see if I can see what I can see here. Let me get that, go up. There it is. We got the moon. All right. But also we have a Delta coming in. Coming in from Savannah. I actually went to the Savannah airport. I didn't do any streaming from there, but I went to the airport just driving around. My hotel was near there, so I'm like, I gotta drive around the airport. And that is a huge airport. That is really big. So Rob Miami, how you doing? Any info on the new connection between B and A? I'm not sure if there's a new, I'm not aware of a new connection. I just know that all of the gates are connected. A lot of them, like from B to A, is using moving sidewalks. And they're all connected to the central parking area. I'm not sure of a new way, but maybe I'll go check it out someday. maybe this weekend I'll check it out. Look at all this, look at all the planes just sitting here. They're all just piled up on each other. All right, we got Boutique Air just came in as well. That's going to be added to the pile here, trying to get into the alley. Yeah, this is just nuts, all the planes. That's no move. All right, we got Delta taking off to LAX 757. I'm not aware of that. I'm usually just on top of the garages. I don't usually go into the gates besides B. But maybe I'll check. Maybe after the show here, I'll even check it out. See what time I get out of here. Now we got Boutique Air behind the One World there. They usually come in here, but they can go other places as well. We'll see if they're going to wait in line. We have another JetBlue just coming in from Aruba. And we got a Delta E-175 heading to JFK. Flight number 5814. Boo-boo, that's awesome. Which runway are you? Do you see this Delta plane right now taking off over your house? Well, that's cool. Thank you for subscribing too. That's awesome. All right. You see next taking off is American Airlines, an A321neo heading to Charlotte, I believe. What's up? Is coming in? No, we're gonna get this one out of here. So you're over there. Whoa, pigeons! Just had two pigeons almost attack me here. All right, we got the One World finally coming in here. I got these heat packs for the winter time. I thought I was done with them. I'm gonna put one in my pocket here, keep my hands warm. It's just really, the wind here is just incredible. I still got to get a thermometer to basically show you the real field temperature that's right here. Because all these digital ones do not do justice to where we are right here. Next to me is a Delta from LaGuardia. Flight 5725. Alex, how you doing? Good pre-evening. Now we got Boutique Air here, pulling into a different gate than normal, one of the Spirit gates. There's no room where it usually parks, which is probably fine. Are they going to do a Yui? They're going to do the Yui. Here we go. And they're going to park right there. All right, what do we got going on here now? We have next coming in is United Airlines coming in from Newark, a 737-900. Should be here in 1 second. There it is. There we go. Yeah, boutique, yeah, they park here in the, they usually park over where Alaskan is. On the other side of the Alaskan Airlines, but that's been occupied by Southwest right now. All right, we have Delta taking off. This is heading to San Diego. All right, Walter, your app lies. No, I can literally see my breath. That's how cold the wind's making it up here. Yeah, no, the temperatures here say 55, no, low fit, whatever it is. But the wind is really, you can see it there. Where is it? Yeah, it is a little brisk. All right, we got Delta coming in A319 coming in from Raleigh, Durham. So I have two at home. I should have brought them with me. Could have been nibbling on those. All right, there's a Delta. So I haven't seen any, I haven't seen any planes. SAS here heading back to Copenhagen. I haven't seen any cargo ships or cruise ships. Yeah, it's on my bucket list. Take a Cape Air flight somewhere. All right, we got an Alaskan backing out here. That's going to be heading to Portland. See what we got coming in. We have a Delta coming in, A321 coming in from Orlando. Oh boy. And we got Alex here, member. Let me see. Doesn't show up here, but member for 10 months. So cool. Oh my, all these 10-month anniversaries today. It's pretty cool. Looks like another Aer Lingus coming in from Dublin. On the downwind. That should be here in about 10, 12 minutes. Depending on how enthusiastic the pilot is. We got Delta coming in here from Orlando. It was just there. Okay, we got American taking off, heading to Chicago. Flight 2815, 737-800. All right. Coming in next we have a Delta coming in over Pleasure Bay right now, coming in from Atlanta, an A321, flight 2595. I was going to take a westerly road and stop in Atlanta on the way home for my trip down south, but like I was talking to someone on the way home, you just want to get home. You don't want to play around with anything, you just want to get home. So I did not take the westerly road. I went up 95 the whole way. But I did see Savannah because it happened to be next to the hotel I stayed at. Right, here's Delta from Atlanta. I had high hopes on the way home, but I just wanted to get home. All right, and we have, where is it? Up there somewhere. There it is, Japan Airlines. On the downwind, that should be here shortly. We'll see that in a few minutes. Still there's chaos down here, all these planes. Yeah, Savannah was very beautiful. We got a biological plane here. All right. All right, next taking off, we should have an Alaskan Airlines heading to San Diego. And we got a Logan whale. Gonna get those when we can. Going to take off. Oh, the plane landing first. Sorry, there's a Philly special coming in. Bombardier Challenger 300. Landing on 4 right. The Flying John. How you doing? Good afternoon. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Savannah was beautiful. Actually, I went, so on the way home I was near Savannah. On the way down, I took a left turn, went to Hilton Head. Happened to be a PGA tournament going on that weekend. But I drove around, trying to get over to see the lighthouse, which is in the middle of the whole PGA event, so I didn't get to see that. Drove to the airport, went to one side. I'm like, oh, I should go down the other side. I was there for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, and security trucks were already on the way over, so I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm not going to be stuck in a Hilton Head prison for the weekend. But that was beautiful down there as well. All right, we have a royalty around the corner. We got a Queen. Moved down to 747. I think it's a 400. 400. So we're heading to Frankfurt. Yeah, I miss Logan. I did enjoy all the other airports, but there's something about being home. All right, we have an American Airlines landing on 4 left from DC. And we have IAI Astra. Whatever that is. Looks like a medical. Just checking that medical. I came in from Bermuda. And there's the American there. So that medical plane over there, that came in from Bermuda. But the Queen, we'll see the Queen here in a second. She'll come back out around the corner here. She's not too shy. Yes, I had a great vacation. Where is that Queen? She's coming out in a second. There she is. Pretty cool. I bet she's gonna be taking off on 4, not 9. Behind the pipes there, but should be back. Got a Cape Air heading out here as well, and we have United Airlines coming in on 4 right, and we have a Vista Air coming in on 4 left. That's a Bombardier Challenger 300. We got United coming in first over here. And a bunch of whales. All right. I've got an Alaskan Airlines chasing the Queen down here. I wish I brought the warm weather with me right here. All right, yeah, the Queen's definitely going to head out to 4. Still got chaos here in the alley. But we got the One World here, special livery for Alaskan Airlines, which is pretty cool. We got the moon out here, looking nice tonight. A little overcast coming in, but so far so good. All right, what's happening next? Oh, here's that Air Link that's finally coming in. See it through the gates over here. There it is. Wow, a lot of whales, a lot of whales. They won't stop. I gotta do this because there's just so many going on right now. Look at that Cape Air there, just came in from Nantucket. That probably flew over my house too. All right. A couple planes coming in. We have Japan Airlines next to arrive. We should get a Embraer Praetor 500 out here hitting the Teterboro, I would think. But maybe not. Oh, they are going to get it out. Good. Heading to, I think it was Teterboro. Yes. Michelle, thank you so much for the support. So cool. Thank you so much for the support. Awesome. Oh, I thought the cold days were over, but I'm up here a little chilly. Thank you so much. Let's get out here, and there's a Japan Airlines coming in. There it is. Yeah, Anchorage is a beautiful place. I've seen many streams there. So cool. And just so happens, I think Alaskan Air is going to do a direct flight from here to Anchorage. Not that I'm saying I'm going to do that, but that's a very tempting place. I don't know if I want to leave here in the summertime for the freezing cold. JetBlue heading to Cleveland in A220, flight 541. All right, there is a 747 out there somewhere. Looking to head out, and we have a JetBlue coming in from Reagan and American Airlines coming in from Buffalo. Americans coming in on the right, 4 right. JetBlue's going to be on 4 left. I think they'll wait for them to land. Oh, they're letting them go. They're letting them go. I didn't think they let them go. We have United taking off. Heading to San Francisco. I thought the other planes were too close. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, the Boston to Anchorage. They're teasing me. Like, I've seen enough shows out there. I would know where to set up and everything, but just the logistics would be interesting. All right, here's that American coming in from Buffalo. E175, and there's that JetBlue coming in from DC. The bluer, the better. All right. All right, so look at some planes coming in. So Lufthansa 747 is not lined up yet. We have a JetBlue coming in from Houston, and then we have a Porter coming in from Ottawa. Just had a Cape Air take off. That's going to be heading to Martha's Vineyard. There it is. That will also go over my house. Give me plane dreams all night long. And we got a JetBlue heading to Savannah. Which I was mesmerized how big of an airport that it was. Coming from Houston. And we have Boutique Air in the alley here, revving the engines. There we go. They'll sit here for a little bit just because there's a Southwest there trying to get out. And JetBlue coming in. So we'll see what happens with that. We have Porter coming in 4 left. And it looks like Lufthansa at 747 is lined up on oh, don't say the hilltop. Oh, I used to love that. Alright, where is Lufthansa? On the way. But while we're waiting, oh, never mind. We're not waiting anymore. That was Iceland Air flying over on final. On downwind, I should say. The Queen, flight 423, heading back to Frankfurt. I could just watch this all day. All right, Lufthansa, we'll see you next time. I think that's just posing for me, just staying right there. Alright, we're out of here. I have nothing better to film, so I'm going to keep here on this move down for a little bit here. If you're watching here, smash that like button if you haven't already. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. I do have somewhat of a random schedule, so being unpredictable is my forte. I got Southwest here taking off. This would be heading to St. Louis. I am hoping to be out here on Friday night. We will see. Might bring my winter jacket on Friday night. Alright. Not quite sure why this Boutique Air is still here. We have talked to them before, and they said that, no, they have to wait for clearance to leave. So that's, they get the engine going, so when they get that clearance to go, they're ready to go. But sometimes they don't get the clearance right away. It is funny sometimes when you see like an A380 land and all you can hear is the prop plane. Vid, how you doing? Good evening. Beautiful night here tonight. And we get Southwest heading to Nashville. Flight 872, 737, 800. Yeah, I love when they're doing that as well. 2-2s. There we go. There we go. Boutique Air is getting out of here now. Yeah, I love 2-2s, especially when they take off here, because they rev the engines up. It seems like right in front of us here. So you get that great sound. It's so cool. All right, we've got Alaskan Airlines here, heading to Portland. We've got a little Air Portugal here, or there it is, adding a little color to the show tonight. And we just had Delta come in from Tampa. I was there a week ago yesterday, down in Tampa Airport. Beautiful airport. Logan, when you have a ticket, you go through the security. That's where all the restaurants are, places to slow down. Where Tampa, all the restaurants are outside ticketing. There could be some inside as well, but there's a ton of them outside of ticketing. So I walked in there, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like a restaurant smorgasbord. I can get whatever I want here. All right, we got JetBlue heading to San Juan, an A321. Flight 561. All right, and just for completeness, we have Boutique Air taking off on a short 4 left. We're heading to Messina. There was one show started up. Boutique Air was parked right here in front of us, and on the chat, like, look down at us, and they're waving like crazy. It was so cool. All right, any other big planes we're expecting coming in? We have a Delta coming in, E175 from Reagan. We got Air Portugal heading out there. What else we got coming in here? Let's see. Oh yeah, Iceland Air that we saw flying around. That's on final. We have another Spirit coming in from Myrtle Beach. So we got some planes. Still some planes coming around. It's not a as that Delta just came in from Reagan. It is loud over there for people that live there. Massport did come in years ago and redo all the windows, so there's like soundproof windows. So I guess that's a good thing. Not sure what the warranty is on those, but hopefully well. All right, next to arrive, we have Spirit Airlines coming in from Myrtle Beach, landing on 4 right. See if we can get them to the gates here. Yeah, must be loud for sure. Should be Spirit here any second. There it is. They'll be hanging this banana on the bunch in front of us. Maybe, yeah, Myrtle Beach, yep. Yeah, Spirit has I'm not sure if they go to San Juan or they have an international flight which goes to Terminal E. I would not complain. Where was I the other night? Outside Baltimore Airport, and planes were actually flying by my window in my hotel room. I had the window open. I'm like, this is great. I love it. All right, Iceland Air is over UMass. I should be here shortly. Looks like the KBOS are. Let me see, where are they? There they are. Looks like they're all tucked in. They have one over here that's looks like it's going to be taken off. They'll have some more coming in back and forth, taking off and landing and stuff. But the ones over here, like the Rainbow Livery and the two other ones, Cessnas, they're probably in for the night. Oh, we lost a banana. This one's backing up here. Hey, we got a wave! We got a wave! All right! All right! That's our first pilot wave! That's so cool! That was neat. Thank you guys so much. That's so cool. Or gals, I can't tell. Thank you. All right, while that was happening, we have Iceland Air just came in. That was so cool. That's the first pilot wave I think I've had. Well, when they're backing up, they're not driving the plane, so they have a little more freedom, I guess. But we've got the other Spirit there. That'll be coming in. We have two planes coming in. We have American Airlines coming in from Rochester, and then we have another JetBlue coming in from Orlando. They'll be here shortly. That was so cool. Wow. Spirit guys, awesome. You know, it's stuff like that just makes this fun to do. You know, we have Pat that drives around down there. We have Alex over there. We have Batman from Liam over there. You know, all different people. It's so cool to see everybody here. All right, we have a Delta. And my map is all messed up here. Heading to LaGuardia. It's been a while, yeah. We got a banana wave. And that's an A320. All right, that's good. Wow, we got a JetBlue just screaming in here, coming in from Orlando, an A321. Pop up on the screen there in a second. And we have American Airlines landing on 4 right. Yeah, I've tried almost every stream, but never really, backing up. I mean, they're still busy, but they're looking around too to make sure, because they're not the one controlling where it's going. It's the tug that's pushing it around. That was cool. All right, we have Air Portugal heading to Lisbon, an A321 Neo. They get extra airtime for that. Away from Spirit scratches. Not bad. got going on here now? We have a couple private jets taking off. That was all right, what do we got going on here? What's coming in? Anyone landing? Oh, we have another Spirit coming in from Orlando. Should be here any second. So we got 3 bananas. We got 1. Let me see if we get them all on screen here. 1, 2. Yeah, 3 bananas here. But the one closest to us we like the most because they waved. A bunch of bananas. All right, what do we got coming in next here? We have a JetBlue coming in from Las Vegas, flight 278. And we have American Airlines coming in from Louisville. Get him in taking off. We have a Delta heading to Indianapolis. Flight 5616. I think that will take off. It will. Shankar, thank you so much for the support. Holy mackerel. Maybe the next few weeks you can catch one of my flights on the... Hey, anytime. Let me know when it's there. That's what I love the most. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. That's so cool. Ah, thank you. Yeah, anytime anyone has a flight, shoot me the flight number if I'm here. I will definitely do my best to try and get it. But yeah, thank you so much for the support. That helps a lot. Thank you so much. There's the American from Louisville. All right, now we got a Delta coming in on 4 right from Cleveland, E175, and we have JetBlue coming in on 4 left, an A220, coming in from Charleston. And we just have chaos out here. We have a JetBlue waiting to get in, I think. Or is that leaving? That's the one leaving, maybe. You can't tell anymore sometimes. You look around and they're all over the place. Hey, Pietro, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah, Swiss coming in another hour or so. Yeah, I might be here because I think I want to get the A380's Exodus. All right, got some stuff going on here. We got not sure what these guys are doing down there. Looks like it's golf clubs. All right, we have a Delta coming in from Cleveland. All right, and we got a banana coming to the bunch. We got a banana out there coming to the bunch. So we got. Yes, we have 2 bananas. We have 2 bananas today. All right, what's going on now? We have nobody lined up, and next planes are over UMass. They'll be here shortly. So we've been on for about 2 hours now. Like I said, this is Mike, Logan in Flight, having some fun here at Logan Airport. Just enjoying this. Got all the bananas here today, and one here behind the cameras. I hope you're enjoying this. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Turn on notifications. That's the best way you're going to find me out here. During the week, I come out here after work when I can. And usually the time today, like around 4:30 or so. Weekends, I might come out here in the mornings if I can. So, let me see. Get the Spirit coming in, but they're driving. I don't want to distract them at all. I'm looking for a lightning to strike twice here. But that was so cool. But yeah, all those YouTube things, we have memberships as well. Super chat, super stickers. We got a store. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off the entire purchase. We got the PayPal, tip jar. We have the Discord channel where we post all the special deliveries that are coming in during the day. Most times I'm not here, but I'll put them up there anyways, just so you guys have them. And Instagram, I'm gonna be updating that, hopefully with some videos from the last couple of weeks. Looking up to see a plane flying over here. I'm at an airport. I guess that happens here. But all these links can be found on loganinflight.com and on the YouTube channel. So feel free to look around those to get information. And let me get this JetBlue here, see if we got a name on this guy. Internationally known. All right. All right, we have American Airlines taking off, heading to Miami. Spectral Whispers, how you doing? Yes, it is. I'm glad to be back here in Boston. That is for sure. I was just plain blue not being here. I'm glad I'm back here with you guys. Well, good to see you, Spectral Whispers. So cool. I got another Southwest backing up over here. See, we have an exec jet. Oh, we have Virgin Atlantic coming in from London Heathrow, A330-900. Put it on screen, Mike. I like when the planes surprise me too. JetBlue coming in from Fort Myers. All right, what we got going on next? Next to arrive will be United Airlines, 737 MAX 9, coming in from San Francisco. Not quite here yet. Hans, how you doing? Yeah, I'm a fan of all the JetBlue liveries. I mean, we're standing right here. See if I can get them here. We got 3 different ones right here. This is the newer livery that they have on the newer planes for sure. And you got some of the older planes with the circles. So you got all kinds of stuff going on here. Oh, this was taking off. I thought it was landing. He came from Dallas-Fort Worth, so I assume it's going back to Dallas-Fort Worth. Over 204 likes. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. Mike the Man, the 200th like. I like your name. That's good. All right, is that, sorry, that's a United Airlines just came in. From San Francisco, 737 MAX 9, flight 2356. And there's the Spirit Wave taking off. Heading to Fort Lauderdale. That was so cool. Gotta remember, when they're backing up, go for the wave. Alright, let me see. There is a United ready to leave, hitting Newark, but there's a plane coming in, and the United's leaving. Heading to Newark, 737 MAX 9, flight 1693. Next to arrive at the Southwest, coming in from Chicago Midway. You see a lot of wind talk here in the chat. Yeah, when the winds change, I forget the actual, there's all science behind it, basically. We had Devin come down from ATC to tell us, why the things changed one time. Didn't seem like it, but it was enough changing the wind to change runways. I think they have favorite runways as well, but they gotta go with safety first. And the pilots don't like landing in crosswinds, I'm sure. Is JetBlue heading to London Heathrow? 1620 flight number. I love that flight number. We got a lot of whales going on again here. We got to make sure we represent. We got a plane flying in here. Who's coming in here? It is UPS. They're on the downwind right now. They'll be here shortly. Who else we got coming in here? Where's all that whale sound coming from? Looking nice tonight. Not a full moon. It's good. Not the crazy people out here. I get Iberia coming in from Madrid. You got two whales going now. let me see. That's the wrong one here. Belle Isle seafood is the best thing. I just get finger food. I'll get like French fries, onion rings. I think it was like, I'm not sure if I got a clam cake or a fish cake. I usually just get it for the ride home sometimes. Is that it right there? That's it right there. That's at Belle Isle. They have outdoor seating too. So in the summertime, you can sit out there at the end of 2-2 and see planes taking off and everything. Pretty cool. All right, next taking off, he should have a Southwest heading to Chicago Midway. As long as all these whales get out of the way. Flight 3665. I'm not sure if I got fish cakes or clam cakes or what I got. I just wanted something of finger food because I was driving home. Alright, we have a JetBlue coming in from LAX. Flight 288. Joshua, how you doing? Good evening. Having some fun here tonight for sure. We have the Delta just came in from somewhere. Where did that come from? That came from Sarasota. All right, let's see where we're at now. Just plain blue. Now we have Delta taking off, heading to Austin. At A319. The Iberia plane is a A321 XLR. Yes, that's an XLR, A321. This was Delta coming in from LAX, so 757. And we got a Spirit pulling in right in front of us again. We got a couple of Spirits here. So we'll see what they do. See when they back out, what they do. All right, let me see what's going on here. Ronaldo from Puerto Rico, how you doing? Good evening. All right, next taking off will be a JetBlue heading to Tampa. And we have, Let me see here. Is this any better? All right. We have a flight coming in right now for American Airlines, City 175, coming in from LaGuardia. Queen Moonsey, how you doing? Good evening. All right, this American should be here any second. Looks like it's landing on 4 right, which is correct. And then we should have that JetBlue heading to Tampa. There it is. Gene, how you doing? Hello from Maine. I was down in Mickeyland, and I was on the side of the sidewalk waiting for a parade, and there was a couple behind me, and I forget why we started talking, and I said, no, you're from around here, I don't know where you're from, and they said, oh, we're from Saco, Maine. I'm like, I know that place. I've been vacationing there my entire life. It's bizarre, people that you see. There's a plane way out there. What plane is that? That's a Delta coming in. Alright, where are we here? Let's see. Next coming in, we have that UPS. Should be here any second now. That's coming in on 4 right. From Ontario. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yeah, I like Saco, Maine. The pier, Old Orchard Beach. That's where I usually go. Old Orchard Beach. That's the destination usually. All right, we got a JetBlue taking off to Phoenix, A220. Probably one of the ones that was making all the noise earlier. Had a JetBlue come in from Cancun on 4 left. Oh, Wells and Sanford, I know that. Those places as well. All right. Small world. But I wouldn't want to paint it. All right. What we got going on now? Air Canada. Yeah, when I was down in Tampa, I saw a plane. It was the front profile of the plane. I couldn't see the side of it. But then I looked back later on and I realized it was the Air Canada Express, the blacked out one that came here about a month ago now, I think, or so. It was there all wrapped up. It was cool seeing that. Next to arrive is Delta E175 coming in from JFK. I think I saw it. There it is. I know I saw it. Hope you guys are still enjoying this. Having just a fun night here. Oh, the E195. Oh. All right, we have American Airlines at A319 heading to Chicago. Now it's a little quiet out in the runways, at least. We have American Airlines coming in, the E175 coming in from Columbus, and a Delta coming in from Cancun. The American's over Pleasure Bay right now, and the Delta is over UMass. So they'll be here in a couple seconds. Like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having fun out here tonight. This is very enjoyable. Just having a blast out here. And yeah, it's just cool. Oh, there we go, another one, that JetBlue there. One right in the middle there, an A220. Right in the middle there, an A220. Delta, a closed runway. Screaming down 4 left. Yeah, Hyannis is headquarters to Cape Air. Right there. Whoa, what was that? Acro. All right, that better. All right. So let me see what we got going on here now. Let's see. Yeah, all those towns you're mentioning down south, they could be any of those. All right, we got a big Delta heading out there on the left there. That's going to be heading to London Heathrow. Got the JetBlue backing up in front of us here. I think that one's heading to JFK. And do we have anybody coming in? We have another UPS coming in from Louisville. It's over Pleasure Bay right now. Should see in a second. Should see it through the gates here in a second. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I had a great trip last week, but being at this airport, this feels like home. Yeah, call it the Logan wheel, not the whoa. And there's that Delta. A330-900 is going to be heading to London Heathrow. And we have American Airlines taking off a 9. It came from Charlotte, so we assume it's going back to Charlotte. A lot of whales tonight. Yeah, the A306, I could get those. We do get them, that's for sure. But yeah, they're becoming rarer and rarer. Alright, what we got going on here next is coming in a JetBlue, an A320 coming in from Fort Myers, landing on 4 right. Oh, we got PAL Airlines. Heading out of here, back to Halifax. We have a subscriber, Skinny Mark, who is a pilot for this, PAL Airlines. Maybe not this one, I haven't heard from him in a week or two, so he might be on vacation. But he usually tells me when he's going to be in Boston. That's heading back to Halifax. There we go. Delta taking off, heading to Atlanta. Trying to get away from me here. Looks like that One World Alaska is going to be heading out of here as well. They got the tug hooked up to it. So they're getting ready to go. They're trying to see who's going to drive. Maybe they were flipping a coin or drawing straws. We'll see. Next coming in, we have Delta, an A321neo. Coming in from Las Vegas, flight 497. So that Delta A330 is heading out to 4 right for taking off. That's where this plane is right now. I see no one coming in, so they're probably going to get clearance to take off. But I think right now we have a JetBlue, the Whale, the A220 heading to Jacksonville. Alright, see that Delta takes off, and it does on cue. Alright, there it is. Heading to London Heathrow at A330-900. Flight 58. Alright, they're out of here. This KBOS taking off on 3-3 or something, a 1-5. Heading different direction completely. All right, let me see here what we got going on next here. All right, next is an American airline. So that just landed over here. Sorry about that. Just checking my sound here. Just doing some weird stuff. And A319. All right, Swiss will be here in 25 minutes. Cool. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I'll definitely be here. Hope you guys are enjoying this. We have a new whale here making noise for us. That's going to be going to JFK. Honorary whale sounds. Here it comes. Alright, next to arrive we have a Delta A321. That's still over Milton though right now, so it's not even close to us. Let me see if we can find that Swiss Air where that guy is. There it is. That's the wrong one. Wait a minute. Whole bunch of ones lined up. We have Swiss, Air France. The Swiss coming in at A330, Air France at A350-900. Then we got British Airways at 777. British Airways is the furthest one out, and that should be here in 30 minutes. So we're looking good. Yeah, Dory. All right, back to the plane spotting part of the show here, where there are no planes out in the runway right now. This was the next plane that's heading out. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this. Smash that like button. I hope you have some, subscribe, turn on notifications. That's probably the best way you're gonna find me out here. During the week, I try to get out here during the week when I can, usually after work, so I'm here about between 4 and 5 I get here. And there's plenty of activity going on at nighttime, so it's not that bad coming out here at that time. But yeah, that's the best way you're going to find me out here. Alright, so we got that one there, and we have a Delta coming out, and that's going to be going to Paris. A330-900. What's this there? Will sound like my stomach before supper. Exactly. And it's the Delta coming in from Minneapolis. Alright, so what we got going on here now. So we got a little slowness. This is what we call Logan nappy time, when it's just a little bit slow here. We got planes heading out, and we got planes just sitting here trying to get out. They'll be heading out of here. But just nappy time, just quiet time, which is a good time to relax, meditate, do some yoga, whatever you want to do. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is fun. I haven't been out here in a couple weeks. I was on vacation. But like I said, being here just feels right. I like being here. And actually, this is probably the location that I started when I first started the show a year ago from January. We did it probably right here. So it's just a little nostalgic here as well. But we got just a couple planes heading out there. There we go. We got a Delta taking off, heading to Salt Lake City. Yeah, this has been a fun adventure. Still is, and will be for a while. Exactly. No place like home. I clicked my sneaker heels 3 times and made it back to Boston. All right, this Alaskan One World. It's going to be backing up here in a second. Got the crew out there getting ready to go. Ah, cool, Curtis. All right. That's so cool. Not good for you unless you live in London, but that's neat. It's to see people that are on the chat that are heavily involved with the airplanes, being in the flight crew or pilot or anything. That's so cool. Southwest coming in from Baltimore. This must be part of the 5 o'clock exodus that happens there. What time did this take off? 6:14, okay. That was so cool there to see all these planes just backing up like, what's going on? Hey, we have American Airlines heading to LAX, an A321. Thanks, Trey. Thank you so much. Falcon, how you doing? Good evening. Welcome to the moon roof here, parking lot, Terminal B parking garage. I don't know what happened here. When the last one backed up, we have a flashy truck down there. Not sure what kind of truck that is. Let me just see if I can zoom into that and see what. That's fire. Yeah, Rescue 1. No planes around it or anything, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I gotta get this picture here. This might be pretty interesting. Maybe not. Plane's too low. Can't zoom out enough. All right, back to planes here. Just had a Delta come in from Indianapolis, flight 5851, while I was moon spotting. We have that big Delta, the A330-900, heading out to runway 4 right. That'll be heading to Paris, flight 224. We have another big Delta here. That's going to be heading to Amsterdam, flight 242, A330-900. I didn't check the Alaskan waving. It looks like they had some issues going on there, so. We do have a Spirit right in front of us again. Let's try that one again. Here's Delta heading to LaGuardia, 5716 and E175. And we got JetBlue coming in from San Diego. Flight 920 and A321. Looks like Delta is lining up on 4 right. So that'll be heading out of here. When it gets out there, I'll throw the camera at it. All right, from Missouri, so your wife wasn't leaving you from Boston. She was already gone. That's okay. All right, we got Delta lined up on 4 right, which is the yellow one down there in the bottom there says 04R. That's where it is, and it is on the roll. The second Delta, the A330-900, also lining up on 4. Getting ready to anyways. We have a Delta coming in over UMass. I didn't hear the call. I'm not sure if they're going to let them go or not. The Delta's taking his time getting some altitude here. Doesn't seem, it's not that high up. Must be the way the winds are blowing for it today. Here we go. Yes, and 2 weeks ago, whenever I was away, we had our 7,000th subscriber. That was really cool. Yes, that was really neat. All right, that Delta that was lined up to take off on 4 looks like it's going back to the gate. Here's another Delta coming in from Austin, an A220, flight 1156. I love the background here. It's this dynamic with the houses and the water and all different things, especially in the summertime when the boat's going on around here. It's just so cool. All right, this guy's heading out finally. Heading to Seattle. And we have, it should be Swiss. And it is. That should be here in about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little less. Also got the moon. Don't give me a camera so I can have fun like this. Alright, what do we got going on here now? We have Delta coming in, E175 coming in from Columbus. Oh, we got Porter taking off here. Gotta go for the turboprop. Dash 8. Hey Reed, thank you so much for the support. I love bringing the sights and sounds. So cool, thank you so much. It is an A350-900. That'll be landing after Swiss, depending on how they order them out there. And there was one more big plane behind that, I thought, too. Yeah, British Airways Air 777. That's not quite on that same pattern yet, but that's on the way here. Oh, that Delta is taking off. They might have just taken them off the runway to do something while another plane landed. That could have been it. Also, Porter's bringing the E190s to Logan. All right. I mean, I like the props, but hey, what did they send us? A plane is fun to have. All right, get another whale starting up here in the alley. Next to arrive is JetBlue, an A320 from Punta Cana. As long as this wheel doesn't just keeps going. Gotta find out what tone that is. Is that like a B flat or a Gonna get a conductor out there. Now we have Delta taking off heading to Las Vegas, flight 408. All right, here comes the chaos again of all the planes. Here we go. Oh, it is a beautiful night. It's a clear night. I'm liking it. All right, we have next. Let me see. We have United Airlines 737-800 landing on 4 right. And then we have FedEx landing behind that, coming in from Indianapolis. This is really Boston. I didn't drive that far. I went south. I didn't go west. Here's the Alaskan Airlines One World special livery. Heading to Seattle. Alright, I had to change out a battery real quick before these other planes land. Maybe we get that Swiss one. So please hold, your call is very important to us. Plans for merch with that logo on. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be pretty cool though. I could make merch. All right, that camera came back on. I got to turn this camera. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good. So the Delta coming in from DCA, Reagan. Let me get this JetBlue real quick before we have to switch back to other planes. Welcome to the Metaverse. All right, next to arrive is Swiss Air. It's over Dorchester. I think this is British Airways. I'm not sure. It is 777 British Airways on the way in. On the downwind. Case of the zoomies. All right, Swiss is over Pleasure Bay. Be landing on a 4 right, and on a 4 left we have Delta coming in, E175, a Philly special. Swiss is flight 52, and Delta is flight 5706. And here we go. Yeah, Delta doing a all right. See, hold on 1 second there. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Let me see. What did I miss here? Oh, Wellington Flight, 6 months membership. All right. So cool. All right, where are we here? We have Air France coming in. It's over UMass right now, which is, just so when I say that reference point, it's about 4 miles south of us. Oh, of course, yeah. That's really cool. I love having a purpose out here sometimes, you know? Seeing some people that know who's on the planes here. Yeah, we went to 6 months. So cool. Yeah, I saw a couple of MD-11s in Tampa. There was a UPS one and a FedEx one. The UPS one looked like it was definitely all wrapped up. They weren't going to do anything with it. But the FedEx one was active. Our next to arrive is Air France over at Pleasure Bay right now. Maybe we can get it through the gates here. Actually, let me see if we can get a Swiss before it disappears. I'll be taking a turn, heading to the international terminal. All right, Air France, I see that on the way here now. All right, now we'll discontinue our stream of Swiss Air, the Swiss plane. We got a JetBlue coming in, but we have Air France right next to it. Coming in from Paris, and that JetBlue came in from Daytona Beach. And we got a JetBlue heading to Orlando, the land of the mouse. Oh, oh boy. All right. Checking out that Spirit in front of us here. They're still hooked up, so they're not packing up yet. Hoping for a wave from them. That'd be pretty cool. With that FedEx heading over to the FedEx terminal at the end of this parking garage is where that is. And we have Southwest taking off, heading to Baltimore. Like they need more Southwest planes there. All right. Got that Air France down there at the end of the runways there, making the turn. Another plane flying over. What is that plane? It's a JetBlue. All right, wasn't sure what that was. We have United coming in here. Like an A319 coming in from Newark. That was another thing, driving down to Florida. I had to go by Newark, right next to the airport, which is impressive as anything when you're on the highway driving. And I was racing a a private jet, who were right side by side pretty much. It was distracting, but pretty cool. Alright, we're coming in next. We have American Airlines coming in next. Then after that, we have British Airways 777, Flight 203 coming in from London Heathrow. We got more whales out here still. They don't want to. They don't want to calm down tonight. Also have Turkish Airline. They're about 13 miles north of us right now. They'll be heading in here. And we have Azores, Breathe livery. They're not too far away as well. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. All right, let me see what we got here. That American Airlines just came in. Sorry, I've been trying to figure out the map, see what's going on here the rest of the evening. That just came in from Chicago. We have Delta heading to Columbus, E175. Next to arrive is British Airways. They're over Pleasure Bay right now. They'll be here in a second. This plane came in earlier. Remember this one? And British Airways should be here in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, there. In front of us here. All right. Next coming in is United from Denver. That's a little ways out. We got taken off next. We have a JetBlue heading to Chicago. Just had an American Airlines take off heading to Buffalo. Oh, we got Turkish Air. See where are they? There they are. Turkish Air flying the downwind. They'll be here in a couple. Probably like 10 minutes or so. And we got JetBlue taking off, heading to Chicago. Flight 811 and 8220. All right. See where we are here. Oh, Boo Boo, thank you so much for the support. That's so cool. See Ted Run, thank you so much. Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That helps out here so much. Thank you. So cool. All right, United Airlines coming in from Denver. Hey, good evening, Mary. How you doing? Jill, Carol, Mary watching from Somerville. Hello, hello. My chat must have been behind here. Preview Aviation, how you doing? I think you were on earlier. All right, let's see what's going on here. Next coming in is Air Portugal, coming in from Lisbon, an A321neo. That's over Pleasure Bay right now. Should be here any second. boat out there too, just realized. There we go. Yeah, breezy. I saw a couple Breeze airlines out in Tampa the other day. That was pretty cool to see those. Yes, thank you so much for your support. That is so cool. So cool. All right. What do we have here? We have JetBlue taking off. I think it's JetBlue. Oh, sorry, United. Heading to Dulles. Place I wanted to stop on the way home as well, but I just wanted to get home after a while. Alright, what's going on out here today? Let's see. We have the British Airways coming down. Taxiway November. Like I said, all the Cape Airs are tucked snug in their beds at night tonight. They got the Spirit here in front of us as well. You'll be on that TAP flight? All right. And we got a JetBlue coming in from San Francisco. Oh, see if we can get this again. Let's see. Any waves? Any waves? Let's see. I'm waving. They're not looking. I'm waving. They're not looking. They're doing their job. All right. No. They're not seeing me. Maybe it's a little too dark for them. All right, it was worth a try. Worth a try. We got one. That's what mattered. All right, what we got coming in now? Let's see what's going on here. We have a JetBlue at A320 coming in from Fort Lauderdale, landing on 4 right. And also got a JetBlue coming in on 4 left, A321 Neo from JFK. And there's Pietro's plane right there. He'll be on May 21st. TAP, Air Portugal. All right, next coming in, we got a Philly special, an A220, flight 860 coming from Philadelphia. And we have Delta taking off, heading to Chicago at A321, A319. Let me get my letters right. I don't even know what time it is. All right. Let me check behind the scenes here. Looks like the British Airways A380 is moving around. Wonder if they're going to take off on 15 right. They didn't wave to us, but I still like Spirit. All right, what we got going on here next? Next coming in is a JetBlue coming in from Philly. Landing on 4 right, flight 860 in A220. Besides the wind and my hands freezing, this is a beautiful night. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not sure what day that is, but yeah, that'd be cool. We got Delta here heading to Orlando. All right, we have Delta 757, flight 8840, coming in from Bedford. 88 is definitely a repositioning number because it's only 17 miles away. Could have driven it on the Mass Pike, maybe. They also have a JetBlue coming in on 4 left from Santo Domingo, 8321. So they're both over Pleasure Bay right now. They should be here any second. There's the Delta. Now we'll get the Delta. There's the JetBlue. Yeah, so this Delta is definitely a reposition. Probably could have driven here quicker than the flight. Our next to arrive will be Turkish Airlines, but before that we have a Tampa flight. Delta heading to Tampa, 737, 800, flight 2234. Oh, Condor, all right. Been focusing on the A380s, haven't looked at the Condors. Yep, British Airways is on 15. Looks like it's ready to go. They need a gap in arrivals before that happens, but that's not going to happen now because we have Turkish Airlines coming in, which will not create a gap enough, big enough for A380 to take off. Coming in from Istanbul. Delta taking off to Charlotte, which crosses 15, so that's going to stop British Airways from taking off yet. Yeah, it's so cool seeing these big planes right next to you. All right, that's the British Airways call for the A380. 15 right. They'll be popping out behind these buildings here. You can see the tail most of the way. Oh, Lufthansa's lit up too. All right, A380. heading back to London Heathrow. Speedbird, see you later. And also you have the Lufthansa A380 is also playing around back there as well. That's being pushed back. Both leaving early. All right, they're out of here. Here we got Azores Breathe livery. They're still trying to get out of here. Yeah, definitely safe travels to everyone on board there. Till we see you again. We will see you next time. All right, what we got going on here now? We have A380 Lufthansa. That is heading out to, looks like 1-5 as well. Definitely want to see that one. Just had a JetBlue come in from Reagan. A220, flight 2754. And we got the Spirit that just backed out. They didn't wave to us, but it's okay. Still got to respect. They did their job. And there is Speedbird still there in the scene. Can't get rid of it. Where is it? It's too far away to get focused. There we go. That's a little far away now. Here's Delta coming in from LaGuardia, E175, flight 5746. Jason, thank you so much. Just reading that. Glad you're enjoying it. Most likely Lufthansa will be the swan song for tonight. It is a school night. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. Let me see what's going on here now. I'll get this JetBlue here. What's this one say? No comment. All right. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Anyone coming in? We have American Airlines coming from LAX. A321. Flight 2675. And the A380 Lufthansa, the king is still dancing around over in Terminal E. Alright, next coming in, we have Delta coming in from Cincinnati. In E175, is that right? Yes, it's Cincinnati. Yep, E175, flight 5860. And Lufthansa's got the call to line up and wait on 15 until they feel like leaving and they're ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this evening. This was just something fun to do. Had time tonight, everything worked out well. I try to do these things when I'm not really interfering with too much time with family at home and stuff like that. I do my best, but you know, can't keep everybody happy, but I do my best. But tonight was, I tried to get out here last night for sure. It was beautiful last night. And hey, I'm out here tonight. I just really hope you guys are enjoying this. This is so much fun. Instead of Delta coming in. Where'd it go? There it is. That's the one from Cincinnati. Hey, someday, whenever you feel like it, if I'm here, I try to post these as soon as I know I'm going to be here. Today I didn't post till a little after lunchtime because I didn't get my permit till a little after lunchtime. Wasn't sure if I was going to be here or not. But as soon as I know I'm going to be out here, I try to post. Alright, Lufthansa is lined up on 15 right. There is a 15 left. That little light blue line, dark blue line near the top there, 15L, 15 left, is usually used for coming in from 33R. Let me see if you can see it a little better here. 33R. That's where usually KBOS and smaller planes land there. So 15R is for, that's one of the longer runways here. That's for the bigger planes. Just waiting for the call. Everything seems to be quiet here. Not sure what frequency they're on. Hey Cat Nerd, how you doing? Welcome to the party. Even though we're just about towards the end, the cake's been cut. Everyone's had a piece. We have some melted ice cream if you want. The presents have all been opened. But I'm sure we can find something for you. Though we do have a Lufthansa A380 lined up on 15 right, waiting for it to take off. Just had a JetBlue take off, you can see that. Heading to Pittsburgh. All right. So we have JetBlue taking off, heading to Nashville in A220 on 9. Sounds like they're holding people in position. That means Lufty may be taking off soon. This is the last plane crossing its flight path. Alright, they're out of here. Do we dare try this one? See if they like us. Let me see, they're gonna wave. I don't think they see me. They're looking over here though. They might see me. I don't know, they might see me. Look in the wrong direction. Oh well. Worth a try. We had the one wave. That's all. That made my night right there. We have American Airlines coming in from Phoenix. Whoops. Help if I had the camera turned on for this guy. A321neo flight 2778 from Phoenix. And runway 9, we have a Delta heading to Raleigh-Durham, A319. I see lights behind me. Oh, okay, it's not security. It's someone getting into the car. I'm like, so I guess all I need is to have security come up here when Lufty's getting ready to go. All right, so I'm taking off runway 9. So Lufty's going to be sitting there for a little bit. We have American Airlines taking off, flight 4715, E175. It's going to be heading to Harrisburg. Another Pensy plane special location. I think he was there today. I think they're waiting for Lufthansa to call and say that they're ready. At Deer Island, wearing the looks like dress blues today, this evening. All right, there's one more plane lined up at 9. That's the one that's lined up, ready to go. Heading they're telling the plane to cross 15 where Lufthansa is, so not quite yet. Yeah, that work thing really ruins your plane spotting day. All right, they're out of here. All right, clever takeoff. Get the cameras ready. Get the Logan Lagoon ready. Get everybody ready to go. Here it comes. You can hear it. There it is. All right. it goes. All right, I think on that note, guys, we'll call it. I want to thank you guys so much. Thank the mods for all their modding. Everyone's support tonight's spectacular. It helps out so much here. Thank you so much. Let me see, get the right camera angle. There we go. Keep this guy on the screen. That's why I thank you guys so much. I should be out here on Friday night. That's my plan. If everything goes well, that will happen. But yeah, it's been a fun night tonight for sure. Especially got, you know, the Lufthansa, the A380s, we had a bunch of A330s, A350s, all kinds of stuff. It's just been fun tonight. So I want to thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your week. Talk to you later. Bye.
Logan in flight, live at Logan Airport, home of the Logan whale, streaming to our friends around the world.
Gotta have some fun. Bye.